A mirror broke in the middle of a scene that I was shooting. Yeah, it hit a mirror and it broke and it cut my hand.
Oh, I do want to see it.
Yes.
Wow, that's quite a... Yeah. How many stitches did you get?
Jack Jones, what happened during the filming of Punisher when you accidentally got stabbed during filming?
Ow?
I broke my ankle, look.
You're so happy about it.
Look at here.
I broke my ankle.
I broke my ankle, I jumped like this, my leg. I look at, then I just pop.
Sometimes the most intense and most painful movie moments weren't acting at all, but real injuries caught on camera. From broken bones to surprise stitches, Hollywood has a history of turning accidents into cinematic gold. In the opening scene of Apocalypse Now, Martin Sheen punches a mirror and slices his hand open. That blood you see, 100% real. Instead of stopping, he stayed in character, giving us one of the rawest moments in film history.
Yeah, I cut myself and bled quite a lot, and Francis tried to stop the scene, and I begged him to continue rolling. There were 2 cameras going, and he said he couldn't do it, and they had a nurse standing by, and I said, please, I must do this for myself. I beg you to leave it going. And he did, and he allowed me to wrestle, in a sense, with some demons that I had been wrestling with for quite a while.
Speaking of pushing through pain, let's march into the jungle again, this time with Sylvester Stallone. Stallone insisted on doing his own stunts for First Blood. He jumped off a cliff, hit the trees, and cracked his ribs. That scream of pain you heard, totally real. He later admitted it was the most brutal stunt he'd ever done.
The hardest Rambo scenes were falling through the tree. In the first one, you had 3 different stuntmen. I was the bottom third, and I did it successfully the first time. The director goes, "One more time for safety." Went through, caught the branch dead center in my ribs, broke them, and hitting the ground. So when you see me going, on the ground, that's real.
But if Stallone's ribs hurt, wait until you hear about Jackie Chan, the king of dangerous stunts. Jackie Chan has been injured in almost every movie he's made, but some of those accidents actually made it into the final cut. In Project A, he fell from a clock tower 3 times and banged up his neck. That look of pain after the fall, totally real. He even blacked out afterward.
Were you supposed to land on your head?
My young brother picked me up. Jackie, speak the dialogue. I was like that. We dubbed later, you know. Yeah. Then I just, right after I go out the camera, I fell. I just boom. Take me almost 2 years. Like whenever I do this, because my neck was hurt like that.
Then in Rumble in the Bronx, you can clearly see when he broke his ankle jumping onto a hovercraft. Reports say he even continued filming while using a wheelchair.
I broke my ankle, look.
You're so happy about it.
Look at here.
I broke my ankle.
I broke my ankle, I jumped like this, my leg. I look at, then I just pop. Push back.
You just pushed it right back in like
that? I go to the hospital, put the cast on, back to the set filming with the wheelchair. I put my leg in the wheelchair.
Right.
I just on the Thai shop. Don't go.
And then the whole rest of the movie, it's only this much of you, yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of painful landings, let's hang out with Michael J. Fox. In a hanging scene gone wrong, Michael J. Fox actually blacked out after the noose cut off his airway. Luckily, The crew saved him just in time.
Were you around when they actually hung Michael J. Fox from the courthouse?
I was underneath him. I was right by his legs, and he was putting his hand inside the rope.
Yeah.
And when he grabbed inside that rope, I think his knuckles got into his jugglers and cut off the circulation to his brain. So he wasn't getting oxygen. His eyes rolled back in his head and he said, "Mom." I'm like, oh crap. My brother yelled, "Get him." And I reached and I grabbed him and lifted him up.
And speaking of screams of pain, sometimes they're not acting. Let's travel to Middle-earth with Viggo Mortensen. You know that scene where Aragorn kicks a helmet and screams in anguish? Yeah, that wasn't acting. Viggo Mortensen actually broke 2 toes, but still kept going. Director Peter Jackson loved the take so much that he kept it.
I'm going to put the camera sort of down the hillside a little bit, and can you try to kick the helmet as close as possible to the lens, because it'll look great if it just like flies past us. So he boots this helmet. And then he let out this scream. I thought, wow, this is strong. I mean, this is like Aragorn is like just in total grief at what's just happened to Merry and Pippin. This is really cool. And he didn't say anything to us, but we found out that Viggo had actually broken 2 toes. And of course, you know, it was the best take, so it's actually in the movie. The moment that Viggo breaks his toes is there on screen.
From broken toes to a broken arm, let's talk Halle Berry. During a scene with Robert Downey Jr., things got a little too real. He grabbed Halle Berry's arm the wrong way and snap broke it.
No!
Her screams of pain, 100% real. The production then shut down for weeks while she was healing. And if you think breaking an arm is bad, wait until you hear about a guy who got stabbed for real. During a fight scene, Thomas Jane accidentally stabbed wrestler turned actor Kevin Nash with a real knife. The prop guy forgot to swap it with a fake knife, but Nash didn't flinch. He finished the scene and patched it up with super glue.
I was swinging around and grabbing the prop knife, and he's there, and I plunge it into his chest, which is up here, and it stabs him, and it goes in, and I'm looking at the knife, I'm looking at him, Kevin, he's just looking down at me, and there's a knife sticking out of his chest. I got him right about here.
Damn!
Yeah, that was rough.
True story, and the shot made the final cut. That's not just acting, that's wrestling level toughness.
Jack Jones, what happened during the filming of Punisher when you accidentally got stabbed during filming?
Ow?
What were you stabbed with?
So it's a scene where there's a butterfly knife, and they have 2 knives. They have the one that he actually manipulates, and then they have the other one that as you push it, the blade it retracts inside of the handle.
From a stab wound to a serious head injury, George Clooney's story takes a darker turn. While filming a torture scene, Clooney was thrown backward in a chair, smashing his head.
This is a war! Give me the fucking knives!
The impact tore the lining around his spinal cord, causing spinal fluid to leak from his nose.
You got injured on that set. There was a scene where a chair gets knocked over. You're tied up to a chair and gets knocked over.
I fell over and I tore my spine, my dura in 2 places, about 1.5 inches in one and a 1/2 inch in the other. And all the spinal fluid goes out and your brain sinks in your head and it's attached to all these nerve endings. And it's really unbearably painful.
Now, from a near-death accident to something slightly sillier, James Franco's infamous tree incident. Franco ran headfirst into a padded tree. Only the pad had a screw sticking out.
Oh, what are you doing? Go away, go away! Baby!
The result? Stitches on his forehead. Instead of stopping production, they made him wear a headband to cover the scar, making it look like a quirky character choice.
They say, don't dip the pen in company ink. I'm totally glad I dipped in your ink, bro.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about blood and broken glass, let's move on to Leonardo DiCaprio. During the intense dinner table monologue, DiCaprio smashed his hand on a glass and cut it badly.
Hey! Don't lay your palm flat on that tabletop! If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop, Mr. Pooch is gonna let loose with both barrels of that sawed off.
He never broke character, and Tarantino loved it so much that he kept the take.
There was a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio, who's so brilliant in the film, actually smashed glass and had a bloody hand and did the scene, finished the scene with a bloody hand.
That was the fun part, is watching their reactions. Honestly, because boom, it happened, and then I opened my hand, and then blood starts pouring everywhere, and I saw Jamie go, yeah, like this, and Quentin like had his hand, and goes.
Speaking of smashed glass, Jake Gyllenhaal took it even further in Nightcrawler. Filming a breakdown scene, Gyllenhaal smashed a mirror so hard he sliced his hand open. He needed 40 stitches, but not before finishing the take.
You hurt your hand, didn't you? Doing
did.
something. You were shooting, and what did you do?
A mirror broke in the middle of a scene that I was shooting. Yeah, it hit a mirror and it broke and it cut my hand.
So you punched it.
You want to see it? It's gross.
Oh, I do want to see it.
It's super gross.
It looks, yeah, because I know it just.
Yeah,
wow, that's
super
quite
gross.
a. How many stitches did you get?
From shattered glass to shattered bones, Tom Cruise takes the pain to new heights. During a rooftop chase, Cruise leapt from one building to another and smashed his ankle against the wall.
You know, it's one of those things. I'm supposed to have that level of impact hitting the wall. I just put my foot out, tried to soften the impact. I knew instantly it was broken.
He immediately limped away, still in character, before collapsing. That exact footage is in the movie.